Hi guys, welcome to my first speed build. It's actually my second one. My first one never surfaced because of many computer issues that plagued me for weeks. So I've decided to just do a build today and no furnishing. And I've actually realized as of late, I think I'm a lot better at actually building than furnishing. So I am definitely going to furnish this house and hopefully upload it to the gallery and make a video on it, but just for now I'm happy uploading this as like a shell for you guys to furnish as you please, whether you use custom content or, you know, base game only, whatever you want. The one thing I don't like about building is roofing, and I think a lot of people struggle with the roofs in this game. As you can see, I don't know what I was doing here. I really wanted to make it work, but I just couldn't get it to line up. And you know, this was supposed to be a pretty modern house. Like I had it in my head that it was going to be pretty modern, and this just wasn't gelling with me. So I think I messed around with this for quite a while, and then I end up abandoning it. I hate roofs. I don't, you know, you see people, you see, you know, YouTube videos or homes on the gallery, and you're like, how the hell did you do this? You're a roof wizard. Yeah, that's easily my least favorite part about building in The Sims. That and floor plans. I'm no good at floor plans. I'm good at making the outside of the house, you know, look decent. I think that's my opinion. But as soon as there's a floor plan involved, especially if there's stairs, you know, 2-story homes, I'm just like, oh my god, what do I do? And it usually doesn't look very realistic. It's functional, but it doesn't look like, you know, it's not what you'd see if you walked into an IRL house. And I also get pissed off with the room tools, like all the time. What I like about building is I think I'm less pedantic than when I'm furnishing. Because, you know, when you look back at your own work, I am so pedantic. Like, I'll move a pot plant over like a millimeter and I'm like, that's better. I'm happier with that. Like, what is it? It does, I don't know. I'm so picky and slow, and it takes me like a whole day to furnish a house because I can just never make up my mind. What I'm doing here, I put the grass flooring on the ceiling because you can't use terrain on the ceiling, because I'm going to make like a green roof, so I'm going to put some grass on there and stuff. So the idea of this house, obviously by the name of it, it's like an eco house, like a green eco house. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet. I mostly just wanted to use this lot because I have not used it before. I haven't ever had the balls to use it, really. It's very like just out in the open, and you get a lot of traffic, and I don't know, it's just not my thing. I usually surround my houses with, you know, a bunch of trees and make them look really secluded. So this is really, really different for me. But yeah, it was challenging. I really like doing it, and I actually like that it looks really, really out of place. I know, like I started building it and I was like, oh, this looks like totally wrong for this neighborhood, especially on the docks, and you know, you've got all these like nautical homes surrounding it, and you know, I decided that I really kind of liked it, so I just went with it. I was trying to use some cats and dogs tree, but it just looked ridiculous, really. I've realized basically this video is me placing plants down, like plants and rocks. That's the majority of the video. And I'd like to say I'm sorry, but I'm not, because I love the selection of plants, the rocks in this game. Like probably even like a month or two ago, I was like, I hate doing landscaping. I hate any terrain work in The Sims. But yeah, it's really just become something that I love doing more than you know, building and furnishing. Like I love landscaping in this game, and I think it's because I kind of explored what was available a little bit more. And I mean, custom content makes it a bit better, but you know, I'm not using any custom content because I don't really think you need to use much custom content for building. Furnishing, maybe. It depends on your preference and depends on your system, what you can run. I try to avoid it. It's just sometimes I do like a house that looks super realistic and ultra modern, and you know, custom content allows for that. But I'm like totally happy with what we have in the way of like plants and trees and flooring and walls and that through just, you know, EA. I'm actually really happy with it. So yeah, I'm just placing a lot of rocks down here. I just want this to look, you know, it kind of looks uniform but doesn't. Like it's gonna, maybe looks a little bit not unkempt. I don't really know the word for it, but you know, kind of overgrown but not. Like, you know, it's all within the borders sort of thing, but it is quite cluttered and unkempt. I don't know how to explain it, but I I like the way it looks. I've been wanting to do a house like this for a while, a build like this for a while, because there's this house that I drive past every single day on the way to work. Like after the freeway, I just have to drive down one road pretty much after the big freeway. And I noticed this house every single time. It's like an eco shack sort of thing. It looks quite industrial and plain from the outside, but the house is just surrounded in all this. It's all these plants and trees, and it does look kind of messy at a glance, but when you look a little bit closer to it, a little bit closer at it, it looks really intentional the way things have been done. And it's got an eco roof. It's got like some plants on the roof, and I don't know whether they're fake or not. I'm not I'm not smart. I don't know how this works. How do you get to the roof? How do you maintain it? I don't know. I mean, in this case, it's The Sims, so nothing makes sense. I mean, if it was The Sims 2, I think it was The Sims 2, you had to water every single plant on your lot. That would be a killer. You would definitely not be doing this because the plants would die. So yeah, thankfully they got rid of that because it was really annoying. Yeah, so this house, anyway, I'm losing my train of thought because it's so freaking hot today. It's like 40 degrees. Oh my god, it's so hot today. Oh my god, it's been like over 35 for about 3 or 4 days in a row, like straight. Oh, you get to watch me struggle with this stupid plan until I realize I can just put a wall there and fix it. Anyway, it's been it's been over 35, like so many 3 or 4 days in a row. And I'm just over the heat. My brain's not working. And I completely forgot what I was saying. I think I was talking about this cool house, that I want to live in. I think I can't find a listing for it, but I found a house next door that's nowhere near as nice. They went for 1.6 million, so it's definitely up around there. I work in quite a nice area, and all the houses are expensive, so I can't live near my work, and I have to travel for an hour. But it's okay. I get to listen to a lot of cool music and some podcasts. My favorite at the moment is Jenna and Julian's podcast. I am addicted. I was just listening to their Logan Paul one while I was building this. Actually, I'm not going to make any share my opinion because no one cares. But it was a really good podcast. I really relate to those guys a lot. Like I feel like they're just good people. And I like watching them on Twitch as well. But I kind of go through phases. Like, I just get sick of people really easily. Please don't get sick of me. But yeah, I don't know. And it's really bothering me right now, watching this back, that I'm not changing the floor tiles near the front door. I haven't noticed. I think I changed them later. I literally just built this. I'm doing the voiceover. So I'm pretty sure, since it was like half an hour ago, or maybe a little bit more, I think I change it. But yeah, I just I put a lot of detail into the outside, like with the wall coverings, and I saved my game a few times. I had this issue before. I was building this Mediterranean sort of mansion, and I went to upload it to the gallery, and I'd saved, but I hadn't saved like at least half an hour of like the final progress. So like touching up all the plants, and I think I finished some terrain, and it was about half an hour's work. And the gallery must have been down or something, and it got frozen. And my game didn't freeze. It was frozen on the gallery, but I couldn't get out of it. So I left my computer for like 3 hours, and thankfully it worked. But oh my god, that was scary. It's only half an hour. It's not like it was a whole build, thankfully. It was a very terrifying moment. Interestingly enough about this, just completely randomly, I was going to make this a vet. I was like, I am going to film a vet clinic and upload it to YouTube because that's what everyone is doing at the moment because of cats and dogs. And I was like, this doesn't look like a vet. I think it was about at this point, roughly, where I was like, this doesn't look like a vet. This looks like a house. So I was like, yeah, we'll just make it a house and I'll play in it because I like it a lot. I mean, you could probably turn it into a vet. I've uploaded this bear version to the gallery, so there's no floor plan, no anything inside. So I'm sure you could still make a vet clinic out of it, like a little one, and have maybe like an office or a house upstairs even. And you could live upstairs. I realised and I was like, oh, this doesn't look like a vet clinic. So, I was going to put all like signage and that around it. But yeah, it just got to a point where I was like, this looks like a house. So it's going to be a house. And I think being a house, like if I actually use this to play, I'm going to change the bottom floor windows to the get to work ones that are like you can't see through them. They're like tinted. Reflective is the word I'm looking for. Reflective. The heat is really getting to me. I had to turn my fan off so I could record this because I've got like a little desk fan in here. That's all I have. It's like sitting literally like 30 centimeters away from my face, just blowing air at me. And you can definitely hear it. So I had to turn it off, and I'm slowly getting sweatier and sweatier. So obviously decided not to make this a vet clinic, but yeah, I think I'm going to change the windows around to those like reflective ones from Get to Work, and I think there's a matching door, just for a little bit more privacy, because I don't know why. I know it's only The Sims, but it does bug me when like you have a bathroom and there's windows like right on the street, and you can I don't know, I think it breaks some kind of realism for me. I don't know if it matters. This is a very brief glimpse of how pedantic I am, just shifting things like a little bit, but when it's a whole video full of it, it gets really frustrating. Even me watching it back, even while I'm doing it, I'm like, please stop, just make a decision. Like, it doesn't matter, it's just a house in The Sims. Anyway. So like I said, a lot of this is placing flowers, and I'm not sorry, because it's kind of calming to watch. Like, there's a few Sims YouTubers who do focus a lot on landscaping and exterior rather than furnishing, and I love watching them. I will just put like their playlists on it and watch them all day. I find it really calming. I'm just adding some bollards. I think we're almost at screenshot time. I also love the way this house looks at night. I think it looks really nice. Alright, so into some screenshots. I hope you like the build. I'm really excited to furnish it actually, so I'll get around to uploading it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll definitely upload a furnished version of this house to the gallery. And thanks. See you guys. Bye.